Captain Jimmy Cricket Crochet from Team Rising Suns. Thanks so much for sitting with us to chat today. How's it going and where are you tuning in from?
Good. Thanks for having us. I'm down here in Venice, about to fish the New Orleans Invitational.
That, y'all are leaving out this evening. It's been a busy season for you. You've been fishing just about every single weekend. Is that right?
Yeah, we started out in April, fun fishing a little bit before the tournament started, and pretty much I think had 2 weekends off since then. So yeah, we've been at it pretty hard.
It's not all for naught. You guys have had a heck of a tournament season. I know your angler Jacelyn has beat her records over and over and over again. It's been amazing to watch. Before we dive into what it's looking like moving forward for your tournament season, let's talk a little bit about what this season, well, let's talk about how long have you been fishing the Gulf of Mexico?
You want to call me out on my age, huh? So, yeah,
That's what I'm here for.
like I guess that started back in when I was a kid with my uncle, and started fishing a little bit and did in high school. So probably 35 plus years.
Man, in the Gulf. So,
Yeah.
what about as a captain? How long have you been fishing the Gulf as a captain?
Uh, Going on 30 years now. 30 years, yeah.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. So what does it mean to be, you're doing so much more than just driving the bus as a captain of a competitive sport fishing team. Can you give us a look at what it takes to be the captain of Team Rising Suns and what your daily activities look like for you?
I mean, it starts off making a list each week and trying to knock out that list of items that need to be done, stuff that you broke from the week before, stuff to get ready, getting slip reservations, fueling. I mean, groceries. There's a lot of things that go into it.
Yeah. Now, when you say stuff that broke the week before, I feel like it's important to talk about the fact that sport fishing boats, you guys, these boats are sitting in saltwater. Saltwater just
Oh yeah.
degrades things. And as a captain, you have to wear a lot of different hats. What are just like a quick look at some like regular maintenance that you have to do, but also like the regular repairs that you're seeing quite often?
Yeah, regular maintenance, like as far as like cleaning strainers, you got ACs constantly running, so that's one of the items, and just keeping the boat waxed, looking good. And it's the more you use the boat, it's better on it. Actually, I mean, if it sits, the more it sits, stuff starts breaking because it's not getting used. So, yeah, there's a lot of things that moving parts on this vessel.
Lots of moving parts in your man engines.
Yes.
You recently rebuilt the motors on that boat. You got a lot of new upgrades. Somewhere in halfway through last season, y'all got your boat, maybe towards the end of the season. So this is your first full season with all of these upgrades in your Viking. What has that been like for you as the captain?
We actually put new engines instead of rebuilding. We put the new mans. We went up 1,400 horsepower actually.
Ooh.
So it's been a lot different from what it was before, for sure. As far as we've got more speed, fuel economy, range. So it's been great. The new engines have been awesome.
Y'all have also had a sonar put in. What's that been like?
It's been good. It's been a learning curve. We got the back sonar, and it's been pretty tough learning, but we're getting it each week, using it, getting familiarized with it, learning just all the settings and everything. So it's starting to come around.
I think a lot of people don't realize how difficult sonars are to use. It's not just like, oh, that boat has a sonar, they're going to see all the fish. You mentioned getting familiarized with all the settings. It's not like you set the settings once and they're going to see all the fish. What are some variations? Like how does that change? And can you give us some insight on that? Like, is it when the water like is calm? Is it rough? Do you have to change settings then when you're looking for different species of fish?
Yeah, I mean, fishing out here around the oil rigs is a big challenge too, because you get a lot of feedback from them. So, you know, y- your gain and your tilt and everything. So it's trying to get everything dialed in. It's pretty tough,
For
especially
sure.
around other big structure like that. And
That makes
then you have other boats too.
That makes total sense. And I bet everyone has their own sonar theories and their own sonar setting theories and probably aren't too willing to share them. But
Oh yeah, exactly.
it's like it used to be the fishing grounds and now it's the sonar settings. But Cricket, we talk about your season. It's still been so impressive, which I think is really cool, especially with all this new gear that you have on the boat that you guys have been getting acclimated with and familiarizing yourself with. Now, this year we are going into the Zane Gray Championship playoff in Cabo. When this was announced, your star angler, Jacelyn Berthelot, said she wants to go there. What does that mean for you, and what did that make you feel for the season?
Um, it was pretty exciting because I've never had the chance to fish over there. I've been there, but I didn't get the chance to fish. When I was there, I actually got sick last time, so
Oh
I
no.
stayed off the boat and let everybody else go. So yeah, I'm excited about going. It's going to be a new experience, and hopefully we can go over there and do very well.
You have one more event coming up. It's the Gulf Championship event, and you're currently sitting in second seed for the Gulf Division. What are you thinking going into this event? Because you've had a really, really good tournament season, but we've been seeing a lot of tuna on the board. I've seen Jacelyn Berthelot shatter her tuna record over and over and over again, but the tunas are not going to bring you to the top of the SFC program. What are your thoughts going into the Labor Day event?
Yeah, we actually had a great season so far with catching some really nice tunas and stuff. But yeah, really need to hopefully get on a few more marlin and try to get up at the top of the leaderboard. You got a lot of great competition. And mad props to the guys on the lifeline. He's old Blake. He's been right nipping at our heels all year and doing great, kicking my butt for sure.
Well, I know Blake told me that you're a force to be reckoned with out on the water. So I think that you guys are head to head, but also fully respecting each other. I think that that's really, really cool. Both of you have had a really, really great season, but you're no stranger to marlin fishing. Like, I mean, you've been marlin fishing for a long time. I feel confident that if you're going out there to target those blues, that's exactly what you're going to do. Can you tell us a little bit about your strategy going into the Labor Day event?
Um, just gonna try to you know get on them and try to get in the area to where we can catch a few numbers. That's going to be the name of the game is the numbers. One or two is not going to get you anything, but hopefully we can get on some numbers and stay on them and maybe come out on top.
Can you tell us a little bit about why you specified that the name of the game is the numbers? Because there are times when one fish is what you're looking for. But in this specific situation, that's not the case. You want several. Can you explain to us a little bit about that?
Well, the numbers, you're going to get more catch points, which is a big critical deal going into this. More catch points means more points overall. So that's what we're kind of looking for. Yeah, I do want to catch and, maybe harvest a big blue, but numbers is fun too.
Yeah, numbers is fun too. And there are events where that one fish is going to be the one that you want and the one that you need to win. But in this one, we're looking into the qualifier, the last qualifier for the Gulf Division overall with Sport Fishing Championship, and what's going to get these teams to the Zane Gray Championship playoff. Very cool. What is a day out on the water fishing these tournaments? What does it look like for you, Cricket, and what does it look like for your team?
Day out on the water fishing with cricket. It's probably pretty fun, especially you know, if I have a couple of adult beverages.
Do y'all wake up and catch bait? What's your, like, what is your, what do you do? You throw your Lucky Charms in the water?
Yeah, we do. We wake up and start about 3:30 in the morning catching bait and trying to get the tubes filled, and we'll usually run a bait out too while we're messing around with bait, or right afterwards before daylight. Maybe get a tuna bite or something, and then yeah, Jason, she'll try to ease some Lucky Charms in there. Sometimes I give her hell about it because I was like, no, it's too early, or no, you're too late, or something. But yeah, we try to keep it fun and interesting.
That's awesome. Is keeping bait alive a challenge in the Gulf of Mexico?
Yeah, it's like the more the summer goes on, the water heats up more, and so the baits tend to not live as good as the when the water temperature is a little bit cooler. So yeah, it's a challenge. And then sometimes trying to catch bait during the middle of the day or after daylight is a challenge in itself too. Then you got predators or like porpoises coming in and killing your baits, and sharks, and get too close to a rig. Sometimes even if you're a mile off the rig, you got to deal with predators and stuff. So it's always a challenge.
Now, there's a lot of fisheries where we fish dead baits. So why is it important that your baits are live and healthy in the Gulf of Mexico?
That way they're spunky and swim better. They're not just like lazy on top, because sometimes, like, I've seen it a bunch of times where the fish is not really doing much, your bait, and maybe if you reeled it away from them real quick, and it just fires the fish up more. So the bait being lively is a lot better for sure.
It's critical for the success of your team. Awesome. So you guys devote a lot of time to catching bait, a lot of time to sneaking out Lucky Charms, and
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited. I'm
Hey,
excited about
my little boy on here, and Jason wasn't on here a couple of trips ago, and so my little boy, he likes to eat peanut M&M, so he did a little video pouring them out and back.
How
It
old
was
is
pretty
he?
funny. 14. He
Oh,
fishes a bunch
nice.
with us. Yeah.
That's awesome. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you guys all the best of luck on the Labor Day Championship event for the Gulf of Mexico. It's coming up soon. I appreciate your time. Do you have any last words for the team before you fish this championship event?
Yeah. Go Tigers and who dat?
Who dat? All right. Thank you so much, Cricket. Good luck out there, and we'll be seeing you.
Thank you.